Guys, here's my final app design for this project. The app that I created is called Media Trac, and it's a social media tracking calculator. So you can see here the home screen. You can see that the purpose of this app is to give you a time limit each day that you can use across all of your social media apps. So on this particular day, I've given myself an hour and 40 minutes. I've used up an hour and 30 minutes of that so far, and I have 10 minutes remaining. So this little blue bar will slowly close up, and you can see kind of a visual of how much time you've used up and how much time you've got left. So the dark blue signifies how much time you've used, and the light blue signifies the time you have left for the day. You can click these individual icons for the social media apps and see what the percentage. So I've spent 3% of my time today, or 3% of the time I've spent on social media today has been spent on Facebook. Right here, you can see that. This screen allows you to adjust your time for today, or you can adjust it for your everyday time limit. Then for statistics, you can, for example, you can click on the year and see your daily average of how much time. So in January, I spent a total of 24 minutes every day, or I spent an average of 24 minutes a day on social media. The settings will allow you to toggle on and off to decide which apps that you want to keep track of. Then I'll quickly walk you through my design process, my process book. Here's my research, some of the apps that I liked, interfaces, and I'll talk about the sketches a little bit. So I started off making these sketches to explore some different overall design concepts, and then I ended up picking this one right here, and then I went through and made different screens using that that overall design concept. Did some user testing and then made some wireframes. One of the biggest things that I changed after doing some user testing on my wireframes was I added some additional navigation icons up here, or additional navigation elements up here, so that you have more than one way to navigate. So that originally you just would swipe left or right to navigate, and now after I did my wireframes, you can see I added some additional navigational elements. And then I also, my mom pointed out that I should add an example of what would happen if you use up your time on social media, which I added right here after I did my third round of usability testing. Then I created the digital prototypes, added some color, and made it more fun to look at and a little more detailed. You can see that where I've added the additional navigational elements up at the top. And then one of the other things I changed after doing user testing and getting some feedback was this screen right here that shows when you use up the time you've given yourself for the day. So I removed this add 10 minutes, made the screen, added some red in there just to make it more alarming. The whole point of this app is to have you using less time on social media. So I think this makes it a little more difficult to continue scrolling through, whereas this is a little more, calming to look at. You can still see this picture in the background, and so here's my final app. You guys have already seen all this when I did my prototype. These are each of the screens, and I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.